Welcome, beautiful soul, to a tarot reading for the week beginning 4th of August. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so. It helps me immensely. All right, so as usual, I'm not going to make any predictions. We're just going to look at the energies, the influences, the themes, perhaps even opportunities that are surrounding our energy field. And I'm going to pull a card for Monday to Friday and then one more card for the weekend. Hey, let's have a look. Let's see, what is it that we need to know? So, Monday, okay, Monday, the Five of Wands. So, we're going to begin the week almost feeling like a little bit conflicted, maybe internally. Maybe there is something we need to deal with. Maybe there is a situation that really triggered us and aggravated us to the point that we just spend a lot of time in our heads overthinking, overanalyzing, and over scrutinizing every detail of that conversation that we had with someone. And that kind of made us feel like, I'm right, you wrong. But this card is an invitation for us to listen more deeply, to listen to what's going on beyond the surface, just to listen to um, the hidden feelings that are going on beyond the surface. So Monday, it's got a fiery energy, let me get things right. Well, let's see what's going to show up for Tuesday. Another card from the Suit of Wands. Like by Tuesday, we're going to feel tired and exhausted and feeling like, wow, I'm still, up to here with everything that's going on. We might feel a little bit bruised and battered. We might feel like, no, I can't do it anymore. But this is a card that invites us to tap into our inner resilience and to be persistent because we're almost there. Whatever the task we've started or whatever we need to fulfill, we're almost there. It's number 9 and it's almost the end of the cycle. So that's the Tuesday energy. Okay. Now the Wednesday energy, again, a sense of like feeling a little bit frustrated. We've worked so hard and we still have this sense of like not fully achieving what we wanted to achieve. But this is a reminder that when we work towards a long-term plan, it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be happening overnight. And what you want to remember here is maybe you're also allowed to take some breaks. You don't have to work non-stop constantly. It's just, a reminder that you can also rest. Rest is as much needed as you need the work. So, because otherwise, getting to this point of like, what's the point in having everything if we can't really enjoy it? So that's the Wednesday energy. Now, Thursday, things start to get a little bit better by Thursday. We start to feel like, okay, it did take a long time. You see the small snail here at the bottom. Now this lady, this beautiful, elegant, and it looks like she's an eloquent lady. She just speaks very eloquently. She's like really enjoying life. She got to this point to have this financial independence. It took her a long time. It didn't happen overnight. So it shows that the energy starts building up and you start being able to collect the fruits of your labor. You're going to start feeling more independent and just simply enjoying this quality of life where you don't have to justify anything to anyone, which is a beautiful energy, by the way. So by Friday, it looks like, okay, this was quite a challenging week, and it feels like the energy was kind of was fiery, passionate, like really trying to get things done, but also grounded, also with a feel like, just being present in the here and now. And Friday gives me the sense of like maybe still being in the darkness, maybe still feeling like, now what next? what am I going to do next kind of thing. But when the moon shows up, it indicates that we're kind of in the shadow, and maybe we're not supposed to know everything. We're not supposed to know all the steps, and we're supposed to trust our intuition and with to move with the flow, to move with like the ebbs and flows of the moon, just trusting more into our inner guidance. Because when the moon shows up, it's also an indication that all our fears, worries, and doubts. If you think of yourself like walking at night, and with only under the moonlight, there is this sense of like fear of what might happen, and this is because there is a calling from the subconscious mind. Some messages are trying to come through, and every time these messages come through, there is a sense of like fear because they feel new. They feel uncertain for you. So then it's the sense of like, what's going to happen? So by Friday, you get into still that feeling of like, all right, maybe it's a good time now to trust my intuition more. And for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it looks like again the energy is going to be more balanced. The flow between giving and receiving, it's gonna come back to a place of like a more natural flow, a flow when you don't feel like you run around after everyone, trying to please everyone, and you leave yourself behind. It's a sense of like you being very much so familiar that what you give out, you also deserve to get back and to receive. So but this is also an indication that the weekend you're going to have some time for a good rest. The pentacles are connected to our bodies, finances, material things, food. So I'm getting the sense that at the weekend you're going to be able to nurture yourself so much better than you nurtured yourself during the week. Now let me have a look at all the cards that we have. We have the wands at the beginning of the week for Monday, Tuesday. And then we have the Pentacles for Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have a Major Arcana for Friday. And then the Pentacles again for the weekend. Now, we're missing the Cups, which is an indication that kind of there are some feelings and emotions that have been avoided, kind of not taken into that consideration. And we're also missing the swords, which means that there is either it might be connected to this, there is a conversation that kind of is avoided, or that clarity is missing. And that's why perhaps we got the moon, because there is some clarity that we are missing. So these are the energies for the week beginning 4th of August. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Meditation and Tarot with Corina, I encourage you to do so. It helps me immensely. Well, please feel free to let me know if your interpretation of this card was different, and just share your thoughts in the comments below. And I look forward to connecting with you again next time. Bye for now.